FOG Andrew here, and the coach here from Family of Gamers. Welcome, War Gamers, to an exciting, awesome video. Today, we got the official Georgie the Goblin Elite List.
Okay guys, so like we said, we have the official Georgie the Goblin Elite List. We're going to go over it now. And also joining the two of us is Georgie the Goblin. Say what's up, Georgie.
Hey guys, it's me, Georgie.
How you feeling today, Georgie? Everything alright?
A little tired, but what do I know?
So Georgie, let me ask you. You got an Elite List. It's going to be official. How do you feel about that?
I'm very excited that I will officially be in Deadzone.
Okay, so let's go over the list. So let's go over Georgie's stats. Georgie the Goblin has 24 points. He's got 3 victory points. 4 shoot, 6 fight, 5 survive, 1 armor, size 1, moves 1 to 2. He's a tactician 1. Alright, now, here's the cool stuff. Let's get to the real cool stuff. He has the Excelsior rifle. Okay, it's the Goblin with the golden gun. Georgie has acquired a high-tech sniper rifle that he has made some last-minute adjustments to. So it's a range 10 AP2 sniper scope heavy rifle. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, it's pretty good. AP2 is nice with the sniper scope. You don't get rid of guys with armor, plus you're always rolling 5 dice, which is nice. Only thing that sucks is it's heavy, but it balances it out.
Well,
really
that's
nice.
And that's basically the par for the course. He's got a recon of 5. So let's ask the man, Georgie, what do you think about your stats here?
I am really liking it. See, I told Tyler I fight on a 6 and I only survive on 5s. He doesn't listen to me.
Well, there you go. He doesn't listen to anybody. With every Elite List, we got to get some really cool rules. So here we go. The first rule, Georgie's special rule is, Georgie's splat is, what do I know? You may use an army special result on a command dice to change the dice to a symbol of your choice. So basically, you roll your splat and you get a splat, and you can change it to whatever you want. But you got to change it at the beginning of the round because you can't do it situationally. What do you think about that? How's that?
Pretty good. I mean, it'll help a lot because it's like, all right, I didn't roll any extra shoot dice, or extra additional shoot, but then, what do I know? I change it if I have a splat.
Right. So basically, the quote was, "Hey Georgie, you're supposed to have a unique splat." And then Georgie, what would you say about that?
Really? Oh, well, what do I know?
What do you think about that splat, Georgie?
It's pretty good because, what do I know?
All right, so now Georgie has a special rule. It's a new thing with the rules committee. What we've done is not only do you get a cool splat, but you have some kind of inspiring thing in it. And what Georgie has is called, "Oh hell no, that's my man." Georgie has been known to catch the eye of many of female Hulks. If Georgie is being attacked in close combat, all Hulks within line of sight and range will make a free shooting attack on the attacker. The shoot will be a -1 for friendly fire instead of -2. What do you think about that?
That's pretty good. Just in case, you obviously don't want Georgie to die. You could, if you got Hulks, which Hulks are pretty good in the game, and why wouldn't you take them anyway? You got those Hulks to cover Georgie, and only -1 for friendly fire. That's actually pretty good.
That's pretty good. So Georgie, what do you think about taking some Hulks, and they're going to go in the army, but if you're getting attacked and they can see you, they're going to get a free shot on it. What do you think about that?
I've had some crazy experiences with Hulks, but you know what? If they're going to help me out, I appreciate that.
I think that's pretty good. Yeah, so, and it's not too OP because you got to take a Hulk or 2 Hulks, so you're stuck with it. If you don't take any, that rule doesn't come into effect.
Yeah.
All right, so now the troops. You have your plain war beasts, and we all know the stats to them. So now we're introducing something new, all right? New troop, which is the Hob-Goblin. They are from the Dreadball team, the Hob-Goblin team. That's the one you could use. You can mod them up. Right now, there's no model for them, but you could use the Dreadball models, like what we've done with the Saphirs and the Teratons and things like that. So Hob-Goblins are 7 fight, 7 shoot, 7 survive, 0 armor, size 1. They move 1 to 2, but they do have the Horde ability. They come stock with a zip gun, which is a range 2 pistol. What do you think about that?
Well, how many points are they?
They are very cheap. They're only 5 points apiece.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. Like how many points are zombies? They're
Zombies
like,
are 6.
Zombies are 6. So honestly, could they be better than zombies? You take a lot of them, and they actually shoot, but obviously 7s across the board isn't good, but they have the horde ability.
And they're also 1 victory point when zombies aren't, so they can actually hold objectives and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. I would like to see, like Georgie taking
10 Hob-Goblins.
Yeah, just a bunch of Hob-Goblins would be pretty cool.
Hoarding out the thing. So Georgie, how do you feel about the Hob-Goblins?
I like Hob-Goblins. They're pretty cool people, or, well, pretty cool goblins. But, they're not really as good as me, because, 7s across the board, it's not really good.
All right, well, but, they're only 5 points apiece, Georgie, so that'll be it. All right, so now you're going to take the regular goblins and you're going to put them into the list. So the goblins are 8 points, 1 victory point apiece. 5 shoot, 7 fight, 6 survive, 0 armor, size 1. They move on a 1 to 2. They also have the horde ability, and they have a rifle, which is a range 5 rifle, just like, stack standard rifle. But here's the thing, if you take a bunch of goblins and hobgoblins, the goblins actually shoot better, and the hobgoblins are there just to kind of hoard out. So now, if you get stuck in combat, and you have the horde ability, either goblins or hobgoblins together, get a kind of a good melee. What do you think about that?
It's pretty good. Obviously better version of Hob-Goblin, but I don't know. I think taking the Hob-Goblins might be better just because you could take more of them. Regular goblins are 8 points, Hob-Goblins are 5 points. Taking more might be better, but we'll have to see how this list plays out anyway.
Well, the thing is you could take a little bit of both.
Yeah.
And the Hob-Goblins can be there just to aid the goblins in whatever. And even if you don't have another Hob-Goblin, but something else is in combat, let's say a Maw Beast, you're still getting the +1 for having a friend in there. So
yeah, maybe like run the Hob-Goblins up, keep the goblins back, because it's range 5 with a 5-up shoot. That's
that's standard.
Yeah,
that's
standard.
That's your box.
Keep
standard.
them back, make the Hob-Goblins go up, and just run toward the enemy, shoot as much as they can, and fight as much as they can.
Also, they're so cheap. The next part is you're going to take a lot of specialists. But Georgie, what do you think about having your goblin family members coming down and helping you out?
I've had some trouble with Hulks and, Maw Beasts and, a little bit of trouble with Hobgoblins, but just having my buddies, my standard goblins is pretty nice. I can't wait to go into the field with them.
All right, so now, what's really cool about the list is the troops are so cheap that you take a bunch of them and you can unlock a lot of, the specialists. So, let's talk here. The Goblin Sniper, nothing special as far as changing the stats or whatever. He's 14 points, 2 victory points. The Sniper has got a 5 shoot, 7 fight, 6 survive, 0 armor, size 1, moves 1 to 2, range 8, AP 1, sniper scope. Box standard sniper. I know when you play the Marauders, you usually take a few snipers. Right?
Yeah, I love using snipers, especially with reps too. Just love taking a bunch of snipers.
So he always takes the snipers, and they're always AP 1. Shoot a 5, like you said. You said that's your box standard. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
They're not pathfinders. They're not enforcers. So they're going to shoot on a 5, which is average. Plague shooting is like that and whatnot. Reb shooting, same thing.
Yeah.
Georgie, bringing a bunch of goblin snipers. What do you think?
I'm excited. Working with more goblins makes it a lot better than it should be.
All right, so now this might be a little touchy subject for him, but one of the specialists you could take is a Hulk. Hulk is 30 points, 3 victory points, 4 shoot, 6 fight, 4 survive, armor 1, size 3, move 1 to 2, tough, and they have that massive HEW cannon, which is a range 12 AP 5. It's heavy, has weight of fire. A lot of people like to put sniper scopes, hollow sights on it to give it an extra dice and stuff. Their prices went up a little bit. They are worth it. They're still for 30 points. They're one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best specialists in the game. What do you think?
I think Hulks are pretty good, especially with Oh Hell No, That's My Man. Make him probably a lot better. Taking Georgie in the list as well.
And unfortunately, though, you got to take all female Hulks, right, Georgie? You got to take all female Hulks.
I can't stress this enough. I always have problems with Hulks, but you know what? More female Hulks, the better.
Now, this is something special, just unique for this list, is that Boomer is in this list. Now, Boomer's a specialist. He's actually a merc, but we're putting him in as a specialist, and you can only take one because he's unique. He's 18 points, 2 victory points, like I said. You can only take one boomer. You can't take like 5 boomers. There's only one because he's a named character. He's a grenadier. He's got a 4 shoot, 6 fight, 6 survive, 0 armor, size 1, moves 1 to 2. Now he's an engineer. He's volatile, but he's tough. And he's got the boom 3 rules. So basically he's got 3 grenades. He's got frag grenades, smoke grenades, and stun grenades, which are all range 3. The frag grenades is frag 3. So he's kind of like your Swiss Army knife when it's good. The stun grenades are great because you activate models and stuff. I like him because he's 2 victory points. He's a named character, but he's only 18 points, and you can throw a bunch of grenades on him. If you have a shoot dice, you could do another shoot on him. Engineer, volatile is not that good, but he is tough. He's tough, so that's pretty good. What do you think of Boomer?
I like Boomer. He's pretty cool, but taking 2 characters is pretty cool and unique for this elite list. Pretty cool.
So you're taking Georgie and Boomer. Georgie, I know Boomer's your cousin. How do you feel about him coming in a list with you?
Yeah, I really appreciate that my cousin is going to be joining me on an adventure into the Dead Zone.
The 2 of them together is going to be pretty good. All right, so now you can take 2 vehicles. All right, one of the vehicles is the Goblin Gun Track. Okay, it's 13 points, 2 victory points. You're gonna have to shoot a 5, survive a 6, armor 1. It's a size 4, moves 1/1. It's a vehicle. Now you're gonna have to add what you want to add to it. You want to add the Hugh cannon or the Hugh beamer, the indirect, the mortar, whatever. It depends. It's going to add up. But for 13, 2 victory points, the goblins are the ones who do that. What do you think about that? I think taking a gun track is pretty cool.
Taking any vehicles is cool, honestly, and add more firepower, obviously. Yeah, so that's kind of cool.
I'm not too crazy about taking vehicles, other than stun bots, but that's
yeah,
just me.
But
Well, Georgie, what do you think about that, taking a gun track?
Yeah, we goblins take care of our gun tracks, and it's nice that they get some love in this list.
So I could see why it's in this list. The last thing you're going to take is a stunt bot. Okay? Unfortunately, they don't make the models for them anymore, but you got to do what you got to do. Stunt bot is 26 points, 3 victory points, and you have a shoot of 5, fight 6, survive 5, armor 3, size 4, moves 1 to 2. It's solid, beast. Construct with a frenzy 1. You're going to have to add some weapons to it. You don't want to just send them out naked.
Like a certain person we know.
Yeah, in one of our battle reports. But go ahead. What do you think about the stun bot?
I like any of the mechs, the Striders in Dead Zone, and taking stunt bot could be cool in this list.
Now, also the Striders have new abilities where they can move. You can't add any items to them. They can't pick up items and stuff. But
yeah, and they can go up
they can move up. They get better. I think that when we did that change, it was really good because that added to making them better. And
yeah, it definitely did make them better, more variety for the mechs.
George, you ever drive a stunt bot, or what do you think about having it in the list?
Yes, I have driven a stunt bot, but listen, they don't make the models anymore, but just throw me in like an Enforcer Strider or a Rep Strider.
So basically, that's our list today. If you noticed, the whole list, there's not one orc in it. It's goblin heavy, it's goblin. Hob-Goblins are a subspecies of goblins, so they're in it. And then the Hulks. Georgie loves his Hulk. What do you think about this list?
I think this is a lot better than the other one with Chief Mamalunka, whatever his name is.
Right. Because you're
a lot more variety here, and adding Hob-Goblins and goblins. With that horde ability. And taking a bunch of them could be cool. This has a lot more variety, and I like this a lot better than that other elite list, because that only has 4 options you can take as for
technically 3. Yeah, that's it.
3 or 4, but this take a lot of things. Hulks, Maw Beasts. I think this is horde out goblins. Pretty awesome.
So Georgie, overall, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm really liking this list. I'm just sad that I might have to see my Goblin and Hob-Goblin and Hulk buddies die. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, but they could always come back for another list at another time, so they'll be okay. But overall, you how do you feel that you got an elite list? Do you think you deserve it?
course I deserve it, but what do I know?
Well, words to live by. So, guys, we're going to finish it off. That's our presentation of the Georgie the Goblin, the Elite List. If this is your first time here, please like, rate, comment, subscribe. We're going to have a link to the official list down below, and just come back and see us again. So, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.